How does that feel, Coach?
Oh, it feels good to get a win. Be somebody in the division is big.
Todd, just talk about Brady's ability to get you guys in the end zone twice with 3 minutes to go when you hadn't really gotten there before that.
Great job, great execution. Seems like we can only score in the last part of the ball game. We sputtered around a couple quarters, but the leadership Tom shows, the receivers did a great job, every one of them, running backs between Rashard and Lenny. The O-line got the job done, and, Cade played well. They did good in the last part of the game.
It looked like a collective effort by the receivers, and Scotty had a big catch, Rashad had a big catch. Could you just speak to just the group effort by those guys down the stretch?
They were just spreading the ball around. Tom did a great job seeing where they were doubling and going to the open guy, and everybody was executing well, putting the ball back down, getting lined up, executing, getting out of bounds, and understanding what we needed to do.
The team seems to have success when you guys, push tempo and kind of go hurry up. Has there been more thought about doing that throughout the other parts of the game to try to provide a spark?
Well, we've done that a couple of weeks ago early in the year. It sputtered quite a few times in regular play. 2 minutes it seems to work, but we have done that before, so we've done it a couple of times actually.
Coach, just a play, 4th and 7 at the 40. You decided you had the offense on the field and you pulled them off. You punted it forward. What went into that decision there?
It was like 6-something left to play. We had a lot of time on the clock right there, and we figured we can get them backed up and make them punt and still get the same field position.
And earlier,
Sorry, go ahead, sorry.
I was to say, previously there was a 4th and 10 too when you were backed up in your own end zone. You had the team on the field again, same situation. You pulled them off.
Well, it was a timeout, 4th and 10. If we don't get it on 4th and 10, they kick a field goal. We don't win this game because they go up 2 scores, and we lose 20-17.
It seemed like there was some frustration on the offense's part, by not being able to stay out on the field. I don't know if that's something you and Tom were able to talk about at all.
Well, they were 8 of 15 on 3rd down. They were 53%, which was decent, But we got to make plays when they come up. We had left some things out on the field. They'll tell you the same thing. We left a lot of plays out on the field, but it was a team win. They showed gut, they showed grit, and they played together.
Without seeing film, what did you think of what Josh Wells was able to do filling in for Tristan Wirfs tonight?
Well, Josh was a fighter. I do know that. I got to see the film to see exactly how he did, but I know he's a fighter.
You had Lenny in there most of that last drive and then got Rashad in there. Was there a matchup thing that you saw there to get the touchdown?
No, it was his time when he got in there, and then he got going once he got in there, so we left him in there a little bit longer.
Mike Evans was held without a target for the majority of the first half. Do you think if you got him involved earlier, the offense might have found a rhythm?
I mean, we try to do that all the time. If they have it covered, we got to go elsewhere.
You mentioned that Josh Wells is a fighter. What does this say about your team that, with 3 minutes left, the fact that you guys were able to score not once but twice?
They play hard. They show grit. They play hard. It was a complete team effort, obviously. The defense got the ball back. The offense cashed it in. Got it back one more time. They cashed it in one more time. That was a good team effort.
Todd, this could have ended much differently. You're 6-6. You have a little bit of a cushion on top of the division. How much of a relief is that locker room after the game?
It's a relief because we beat them twice in 1 year. It's been a long time since we beat them. The relief is that we won the ball game, and we went up on them a couple games. But the other 5 games we got coming up are going to be just as exciting. So we can't be happy about this one. We got to get ready for next week.
Coach, with a couple of injuries in your secondary, Zion McCollum got a lot of snaps tonight, seemed to struggle a bit. Can you talk about the decision to go with him over D. Delaney?
Zion has more speed. Obviously, the matchup with Olave would have been a problem. He's more of a zone guy. Some of the things we wanted to do. He missed a few tackles, but he did a lot of good things as well. And for him not to have played nickel since training camp, I didn't think he did a bad job. There's some things he can get better at in there. Obviously, it's a very difficult position, but he fought and he held his own.
You talk about the trust that Tom has, obviously in Auden, but also in White in that situation. I think he was calling for him at one point or calling a play for 29 on the sideline. I don't know if Tom was calling for that play or not.
I don't know if he was calling for it. I know we had it dialed up during the week. That was Rashad's play all week, and he got him in there, and he made the play.
You look at the consistently with first down runs, not gaining substantial yardage. Do you think that leads to any predictability? Obviously, it paid out in the end, but is that leading to any predictability, this offense that's stopping you guys from getting going earlier?
Well, I think we try to switch it up every other week to see what we're doing and try to make it. But if you don't get positive yards on first down, obviously people would try to load up the box. But we did quite a bit of play action on first down as well. So, which we got the ball out some and some they made plays on.
Thank you. That'll be it. Thanks.
All right, Jen.